Yeah, so welcome everybody to the stream. We're going to play FirePro Wrestling, play through the cards. Full disclaimer, right now, there's only 5 matches announced, so it might be a pretty quick one. What I thought we could do is start off with like a little battle royal with everyone that doesn't have a match. Okay, so here we are on the pre-show. Apollo. I'm getting some requests here from Mr. T. We want Mr. T here to ref. Let's see what we can do. There we go. Mr. T. Referee T, they call him. So we're straight in the ring. Referee Mr. T starts the action off, and it's all over the place. Sheamus with a big yeet to Cedric there. Shorty G taking down Apollo. Truth going for the pin. Ziggler kicks out before the 1 count. So Sheamus going for Big E. We've seen these two feuding a bit in recent weeks. There's some bad blood there. Oh, thank you, Abeza, and I'm subbed to like all 10 of your channels as well. What's going on? Apollo, maybe the brains in this match, playing it smart, hiding over in that corner. Not taking any damage, not giving any damage, but more importantly, not taking any damage. Oh, okay, I've just realized, okay, I'm controlling the Apollo character. I thought I'd simmed it, but no, I am playing this game by accident. Which is, yeah, silly me. Well, I think we can pretty much say Apollo will not be winning this match because I do not know the controls. Let's get in here in the action. Oh, and Truth just sacks Apollo into the corner there. Cheers for coming. Oh, now Ziggler taking it to Apollo. You got a feel for Apollo here. He's up against the odds. Oh, although he gets a kick to the midsection. Action all over the place. It's hard to keep up with everything going on here. Big chop there from Cedric to AJ. Oh, Truth and Big E going for a big double powerbomb there. Shades of the Shield. Apollo just swinging wildly, just throwing punches and seeing what lands. Oh yeah, so it's called a Battle Royal, but it's just like a elimination match basically. But as soon as people start getting eliminated, they just all start getting eliminated quickly, so it actually goes, the match doesn't last very long. Oh, and Chad Gable, the artist formerly known as Shorty G, taking Cedric for a spin. Mr. T is... oh, he's trying to count out the Truth. Truth has got confused and gone outside the ring. Classic R-Truth. You love to see it. Now, Apollo finally getting some offense in. I think he's found his footing in this match. Just as I say that, Sheamus suplays him. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I made this, but I just... it's actually like really easy to make. You just, yeah, you can just make it and upload it, and then it just goes onto the game itself. Yeah, appreciate that. Right, so what's going on here? We got a big, oh, huge Apollo. Just German suplex, Gable and Truth. Humongous feat of strength there. Referee Mr. T doesn't know where to look. The action is all over the place here. And there's a pin there. Cedric looking to put away AJ there. You got to think AJ is probably the favourite in this match, like multi-time world champion in several promotions. Sheamus, of course, also a former world champion, as is Dolph Ziggler. Mr. T, yo guys, what did Mr. T say when he became the headmaster? I pity the school. That is pretty awful. Straight from the WWE joke book. Courtesy of the Deadlock podcast. And yeah, that's true. As well as former champions, we also had. I'm sorry. I'll see myself. But speaking of former champions, oh, and a 2.9, Ziggler looks to put away Big E. Russian leg sweep there from Sheamus to Truth. Another 2.9. Yeah, you'd like to think a number of future world champions in here as well. You've got to think what the future's saying for the likes of Apollo, Cedric, Big E, and Gable. Oh, AJ I completely missed. AJ got a hurricanrana from the top rope, apparently. There's action and all over the place here. I think it's a funny joke. It's just the delivery was terrible. Or AJ with the I forgot what that move's called. It's like some kind of neck breaker. I don't think Apollo or Cedric or Gable will make it. Well, but yeah, Big E, I'd say within the next 5 years will be world champion. Speaking of Big E, he's busted open. You see that crimson mask streaming down his face. And I think someone's been eliminated, have they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's only 7 participants left. And make that 6, actually, as Cedric has just pinned Apollo. I believe it was Chad Gable was the first one to be eliminated, so now just 6 people left on this pre-show. It could be another one, yeah. And it is. Ziggler's just put the Truth away. Big powerbomb there, Big E. Oh, it was not even a powerbomb. It's like the Dominator, I think, 2.9. You see how much this match means to each of these competitors. Like none of these want to go back. Oh, and AJ has just been tossed out of the ring. Be eliminated by countout here. No, he makes it back in. Oh, and Cedric throws him straight back out. Thankfully this is, oh, and for the 3rd time, thankfully this is not an over-the-top battle royal, or AJ Styles would have just been eliminated 3 times in a row. Everyone, oh, AJ goes up top, 450 splash to Ziggler. He's going for a pin, but Mr. T's preoccupied by Cedric doing some kind of knee bar. AJ goes up again. A big diving knee there, Ziggler pinning Big E. AJ hits a 450 and Big E has been eliminated by Ziggler. And now down to the last 4 competitors. A Fameasser there from Ziggler. Big rake to the eye. Pump handle slam there from AJ. He goes back up top again. What's he going to do? Nothing. Fine. Oh, a big chop there from Cedric to Sheamus. AJ putting in the some kind of figure 4-ish move, calf crusher. Big Russian leg sweep there. Yeah, you gotta say Dolph is having a good show here. I think this is the kind of match actually that favours Dolph. We saw him single-handedly defeat the Authority a number of years ago at Survivor Series, so these big multi-man matches are his forte. Sheamus looks to be knocked out, he's not moving. AJ puts the calf crusher in. 2 submissions going on, will either man tap? Bit of strong style going on there, AJ and Cedric. Oh, Cedric with the spinning lariat. Floors AJ, and there's Sheamus with the running power slam. Pump handle slam, I don't know. Ziggler with neck breaker. We're going to put AJ away. Sheamus says none of that. AJ misses a 450, he doesn't get all of it. Oh, there's a roll up, no. These men gotta be getting tired now. 4 people already eliminated. Who will be the last man standing? There's a roll up there, does Ziggler have it? AJ Styles has been eliminated, what an upset. Yeah, I think from that Survivor Series, that's just the one thing people remember. I gotta say, impressive showing here from Cedric. Wouldn't have put him as the favourite to win this match, but he could do it right here. You have to consider it an upset, but he's got this far. He could go all the way. Picking up the scraps of Sheamus that Ziggler just left. And now the single leg Boston Crab. And Sheamus has tapped out. We're down to our final 2 competitors. Cedric Alexander and Dolph Ziggler. And Dolph is going for it here. Oh, and he kicks out at 2. I thought it was over. Big suplex there from Ziggler. He gets the crowd going. The crowd here in the Thunderdome are losing their mind at this action. Oh, and a low blow! And Mr. T, the referee, has apparently missed it. He's not called for DQ, but Cedric's back up. Oh no, and they run into each other. Meeting of the minds there in the middle of a ring. A big spike in DDT there. That is a very, well, Ziggler going for a pin. That is a very good point. Cedric has been training with the Hurt Business and has probably upped his game then. Because of that, probably explaining why he has been more dominant today. Looking to put Ziggler away. Oh, and Ziggler says, no, no, no. Oh, and the Pele kick, but Ziggler's back up. Cedric down Ziggler. Honestly, I don't really have like any settings. These are all creator wrestlers. I just let them do their thing. I just find like the game, when you have computer against computer, it is awesome. Ziggler looking pumped up now. You put him away? No, Cedric's through. Oh, and a spinning heel kick to the back of the head, but Ziggler's back up again. And the X Factor. Oh, and Ziggler setting up now. The super kick. Gotta be it. 2, 3. Dolph Ziggler picks up the win in this pre-show match. The Hell in the Cell kickoff show. Now the crowds are absolutely buzzing for the main show to kick off. We got 3 cell matches tonight. Of course, FirePro Wrestling doesn't have a Hell in a Cell match. So all Hell in a Cell matches will be contested under cage deathmatch rules. Heads or tails for Bayley, Banks to main. Yeah, it is 50-50. Like, a couple of years ago they did have, didn't they not have Charlotte against Sasha main evented? Of course, there's some bad blood between these two, Orton and McIntyre. Been feuding a few months now. I'll go tails for Wales is what they always say, so yeah, I'll go tails. The Dwight Schrute got a new computer, started a storyline, Orton the leader of Retribution. Right, so that would have been, certainly been something. It did look like it was going to be something like that to start with. It looked like it was going to be like a main event kind of feud. It's kind of fizzled off now into like a mid-card kind of... Yeah, it's alright. No complaints on it from me, but I just think it could have been a lot better. Yeah, I can see McIntyre retaining, but then I can also see McIntyre losing, because I think as McIntyre takes a leg out there, I also think like they want McIntyre to win the title in front of the big crowd. Oh, so it's heads, so Reigns and Uso. They're going to main event. Big fall-away slam there. Of course, Orton, the veteran of WWE these days, winning his first world title at just 24 years of age. Hurt Business versus Retribution at Survivor Series. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Because what, at the moment it's what, 4 on 4. There's 4 in each. Well, there's 5 in Retribution, but one of them's Maya Yim, and they don't really tend to do intergender, so it'd be like the 4 guys against the 4 guys, I guess. Yeah, no, of course. Orton's first title win, nothing to do with getting back at Brock. Not like he won the title and then lost it the next month. He didn't really do anything of note. Big jawbreaker there from McIntyre. Big T-bone suplex there. We don't often see that move from Orton, but he's pulling out all the stops here. He knows how much this match means. Well, there's already a female in Retribution. You'd need a female in Hurt Business to balance it, I guess. Yeah, it was the next pay-per-view, I think. I don't remember Benoit's title reign being particularly good. Like, apart from the big win at WrestleMania 20, and then I think they had a rematch at Backlash, I think, which I think was also good. But other than that, I don't think he really did much. Oh, RKO there, that could be it. No, McIntyre straight back up. Orton looking to escape the cage. Of course, in the real Hell in a Cell, there will be no escape, but looks like he's done it. There it is. He hears voices in his head, he talks to them and understands, and he is the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton. So the next match, we have Otis going one-on-one, defending his Money in the Bank briefcase against The Miz. Both men being accompanied to the ring by their respective tag partners. Tucker in the corner of Otis, Morrison in the corner of The Miz. I gotta say, I've seen a lot of people making some bold claims. They think this pay-per-view's ending with Miz as the champion. They think Miz is winning the briefcase here and then cashing it in, which I could see happening. I mean, Miz is very reliable, very good, good safe worker. You know what you're getting with him. Here he is, Otis. Some say he bears a remarkable similarity to El Gran Gordo, of course, the new luchador who debuted on Raw last week. I don't see the similarity myself. Like they're quite clearly two different people, if you ask me. He said, "Awesome, it's Miz." See, the Miz not impressed one bit with Otis and his Money in the Bank reign. Wants to put things right. Doesn't think Otis is deserving holding that briefcase. He's looking to do something about it tonight, taking the title, the briefcase off of Otis. So fans definitely sleep on the Miz. Like, he's fantastic. That run with the IC title a couple of years ago was incredible. Like, to the point where I'm still annoyed that Miz, that pay-per-view they did, I think it was No Mercy, 2016 or 2017 maybe, where they had to put the title match on to open the cards. I was like, well, let Miz and Ziggler main event it, but I think they main evented it with just some random other match. Big whip there into the corner. We got some fantasy booking going on in the chat. Otis retains the briefcase. Orton beats McIntyre. Otis cashes in on Orton, wins the title, moves to Raw to be with Mandy and Tucker. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think about that, but yeah, that's pretty perfect. A fairy tale ending, you could say. Otis hits a big sidewalk slam there. Of course, you got to think that is what is motivating Otis through this match. But Miz he's held the WWE title before. He's been to the top. He knows what it takes to get there. But even more so, he knows what it takes to stay there. Otis, of course, maybe a bit naive. He's never been at that level before. Maybe he doesn't know what to expect. Maybe being a bit complacent. Yeah, 2016 SmackDown was like... It's like 2002, 2003 SmackDown and 2016 SmackDown are the two best eras for sure. Big strong style going on there. Baszler says, big fan of SmackDown. Big chop there. Of course, looking for the caterpillar. Of course, will the devastating maneuver probably put anybody away. Oh, big flapjack, I think that move's called. Of course, with The Miz, he's not the most exciting wrestler to watch, but he is so clinical in everything he does. Because he gets the it kicks there. 1, 2, that could be it. No, Otis kicks out. The dream was nearly over right there. And a big charge down there. Oh, and here it is! The aforementioned, the caterpillar. This could be it. If he hits this. Oh, and have you ever seen a move more devastating in sports entertainment? And Miz returns with the it kicks. Otis with the shoulder lock now, trying to buy some time. He's probably gassed from the fast pace of this match, just trying to buy a breather. He didn't get all of it, though. Big double axe handle there to the back of the head. Miz with some impressive strength there. Big powerbomb to Otis, is that it? 2.9. And Otis is straight back up. And he's got it again. This could be it here. The fairy tale could still not be over. Oh! That could have been it, but Miz realised that was it. And here's the bear hug. You gotta think, when a guy the size of Otis puts you in the bear hug, you cannot breathe. And a DDT there. A 2.9 again. I thought that was it. Yeah, the commentary line thought, I don't think they got all of it. Definitely is like translation botch. Big slam there. This could be it. Otis. Miz kicks out at 2. Jinder Mahal was a top champion. I wish Jinder Mahal was still WWE. What's Otis going for here? Now the Miz's turn. Oh, the skull crushing finale! Otis knew if he didn't get up from that, he'd get pinned straight away. And the figure 4 leg lock. That's got to be it now. Otis can't have much left in the tank after that. Yeah, to be fair, I enjoy Cole and Graves. Oh, and the caterpillar! The caterpillar elbow. This has got to be it now. 3rd time lucky. Oh, and he gets it spot on that time. What is Otis doing? He needs to put the Miz away here. Miz locking in the figure 4 again. And that is it. Otis has no choice but to tap out. We have a new Mr. Money in the Bank. And he goes by the name of The Miz. Wow. Oh yeah, you gotta love some fellow WCW fans. I never watched WCW when it was live, like I was too young, but I definitely love going back and watching it on the network. In fact, I'm actually trying to watch all of the WCW 2000 pay-per-views and do reviews of them. The shows are pretty crazy. Some of the shit that goes on. Like we have the much loved Judy Bagwell on a pole, Tank Abbott and 3 count. Oh no, I've clicked the wrong button, don't mind me. Yeah, well that's, I completely forgot until I jumped in your stream earlier. We can do that show, like, I don't know, this week sometime. So what match is next? I think we go for another Cell match now. And I'm going to have to overrule it. I know we flipped the coin, Abeza, but for me, I've got to say Sasha and Bayley has to main event. So our next match will have the Jey Uso, challenging the Tribal Chief, the Big Dog, the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. Oh, and Uso going straight for Roman. Roman's obviously put him through a great ordeal of pain recently, looking to get some revenge right now. Of course, yeah, this is pretty unique in that it's a I Quit match, but also a cell match. Very unique. The only time I've ever seen like another match take place inside of a cell match was when Stone Cold and The Undertaker. It wasn't a Hell in a Cell match, it was a First Blood match, but Stone Cold and Kane had the First Blood match inside of a Hell in a Cell. Big arm drag there. Yeah, it's definitely good to keep, keep it like 3 Hell in a Cell matches on one card. Could be quite a lot, but by doing something like that, you're mixing it up a bit. So, yeah, you see Uso taking out all of his frustration on Roman there. He says, "Roman, you've been disrespecting my family, so I'm gonna have to beat some respect into you." Yeah, and of course that is something that. Oh fuck! Sorry, I've just opened a beer and it is frothing everywhere. Jeez, my trousers are so wet. It looks like I pissed myself. I apologise for that. Roman. Oh my god, I'm soaking. Yeah, Roman. I've just completely lost what I'm saying. Of course, they say blood is thicker than water, and there's some bad blood here between these two. Oh, jeez. No, like, out of context Twitch. Oh, I don't even know what to do. But oh, big Uso splash there. Yeah, it's definitely, it has to be in that conversation. And to be fair, when we're talking, big Samoan drop there, when we're talking match of the year, at the end of the year, when we get to talk a big Uso splash there, this could be it. When we're talking match of the year at the end of the year, I think we should kind of separate it into like the, and a big spear there. Separate it into the no crowd era and the crowd era. Because I don't think it's really fair to compare the two. Yeah, Uso, like how impressive is... Oh, and another splash. How impressive has Uso been since, we've seen him predominantly as a tag team wrestler, and now we're seeing him on a singles run. He's gone straight to the main event, challenging for the Universal title. Can he win it tonight? Tribal Chief Roman Reigns doing everything in his power to stop that. And the up and under. And a super kick. Here it is. Jey Uso's going for it. We got a new champion, Us. We have a new Universal Champion. Jey Uso. You love to see it. The Hell in the Cell was not enough to contain this feud. And it has ended with... Of course, Roman took his eyes off the prize. He wanted to inflict as much punishment as he could on Jey Uso. Of course, he forgot then that the aim of the match was to get the pin or the submission or to escape the cage. Wow, and that has to be considered a huge upset. Could this be a sign of things to come later tonight? Right, so here's what we're going with here. Jeff Hardy... Well, what's the backstory here? So Jeff Hardy crashed his car and ran Elias over, but it turns out it wasn't Jeff Hardy. It was Sheamus. So because of that then, the match between Jeff Hardy and Elias got called off. but Jeff Hardy was already in the ring, so he decided to have an Attitude Era Battle Royal Invitational, which is how we've ended up at this match. The Jeff Hardy Invitational. Yeah, I mean, must be an awful driver. Well, I don't think we ever got that story explained right, because they said Jeff ran him over, but it wasn't Jeff, it was a guy with a big red beard. So Sheamus ran Elias over. But then Elias is feuding with Jeff, even though... I don't even know. Attitude Era and Carlito, yeah. Also, I think Yokozuna wasn't about to... It's just some history battle royal. Horrible history of wrestling. Did we have a glitch there? I think Yokozuna just disappeared. He's back now. Carlito with a big powerbomb there, and a backstabber to the Hurricane. Snap suplex there from Scotty 2 Hotty. Again, as we saw in the pre-show Battle Royal, the action does tend to spill all over the place here. Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal. I remember they pitched that and then it got canned immediately, and probably rightfully so. And also, I've goofed again because I am controlling Jeff Hardy when I meant to sim, so we can say Jeff is not winning this match. This stream has just been one giant nightmare from the start, but at least we got wrestling. Yokozuna taking it to Billy Gunn there. Yeah, that's true, but it's, yeah. I think a lot of people tend to look the other way when it comes to stuff like that, because otherwise it would just be a case of like everyone is like cancelled for one thing or another. But yeah, it is always a shame when you like grow up. A big kick to the balls there by Billy Gunn. When you grow up like idolising people and then it turns out they're like a bit of a twat. Yokozuna with a banzai drop. Balls kicks out at 1. The thing is as well, the Warrior Award in itself is like a really nice idea. Just to kind of like... Yeah, I think, and that middle ground is probably where I am. Like, I don't, I don't cancel them, but I don't really, celebrate them either. They're just kind of there, They're a part of history, and like nothing you do now will ever change that. Like, it's all happened. I mean, action, I can't even keep up with the action going on here. Yeah, well, they could just rename the award. Do you guys remember when they had that, the Vincent J. McMahon Award, but they were building up for... We got pinned here? Vincent J. McMahon Award, and they ended up just giving it to Stephanie. Billy Gunn throws the Hurricane to the outside of the ring. Stand back, there's a Hurricane coming through in row 1. Crowd here in the Thunderdome getting some action up and close. Yokozuna has eliminated Jeff Hardy. This was Jeff Hardy's match, so it's wide open for the taking. Attitude Era Battle Royal plus friends. Yeah, Shane's big return to WWE, and of course the secret lockbox that Vince was blackmailing Shane with, and then it suddenly like disappeared. another in the long series of WWE forgotten, not finished storylines. Big balls there with the Michinoku driver to Johnson. Carlito pinning Scotty 2 Hotty. 2.9 there. A list of non-abandoned storyline. I wish they'd abandoned fucking Mysterio and Rollins. That's been going on for far too long. Yeah, the lockbox. So like, they're just like, oh, let's just forget about this. Like, it doesn't matter. You got the pin here. I can't see because I'm in the way. Scotty 2 Hotty was trying to pin Big Balls Mahoney there. Giving it a little jig. Of course, a couple of years ago now, Balls unfortunately passing away. Definitely have some fond memories of him from back in the day. Yeah, that Mysterio Rollins will just never end. They said like fans complain that WWE can't do long-term storytelling, so WWE hear that and they're like, oh, we'll give you a really long storyline. The thing is, when it's really long, it's just not very good. They did very similar with Baron Corbin and Roman Reigns. Like last year, they feuded for, it felt about 6 months. The Hurricane with the half crab here. I don't know if you guys were watching at the time, but in like 2015, I think it was, Sheamus and Randy Orton, they had a match every week for about 12 weeks. Also, when Sheamus and Cesaro had the best of 7 series, but they'd already had 2 matches before the best of 7 series even started, so it, like 9 weeks in a row we got Sheamus versus Cesaro, which to be fair was good, but it was just a bit repetitive. Big moonsault there from the Hurricane, and Scotty 2 Hotty's going for it, the greatest move in all of the sports entertainment. We saw the caterpillar earlier, but this is the original. The worm. Reigns Corbin was this year. Wow. Well, yeah, I could have sworn it was longer than that, but I guess this year it seems to never be ending. Big elbow drop there from Carlito from the top. Yeah, and action all over the place here. And of course, who could forget the classic loser eats dog food match? That was something. You know, best of 7 series. Yeah, and they were just like, we can't beat each other, so let's just team up. Oh, so for anyone just joining now, this match is a replacement for the Jeff Hardy versus Elias match when I forgot to download Elias. Johnson takes out the legs of Scotty 2 Hotty. Of course, he's gonna struggle dancing around for the worm without those legs. That's the tactic there. Neck breaker there to the big man Yokozuna. Yeah, of course, I forget about that as well, but that was good stuff. I was also a big fan of MVP and Matt Hardy's series of like non-wrestling things, like I think we had like a pizza eating contest and just... We had a beer drinking contest as well, just random things like that. Great fun. Hurricane doesn't get all of it. Oh, look at that, Scotty 2 Hottie with the surfboard stretch onto Yokozuna. Great feat of strength there. Power there. That it? Yeah, and the Hurricane, stand back, the Hurricane has been eliminated. As he heads to the back. Only, oh, someone else got eliminated as well. There's only, oh no, they didn't. There's Carlita. I was like, there's only 5 people there. What casino wheel? Yeah, I mean those cage matches seem to go pretty quickly, like the Hell in a Cell. Oh, GTA Online, right. Carlito just makes it in before the count. I think, is it 5 count or 10 or 20? Famous there from Billy Gunn, who is busted wide open. You see the blood dripping down his face. Each of these wrestlers here, I don't think any of these people would have faced off before. They're all from very slightly different eras of wrestling. Carlito goes up top with big elbow there. He goes back up again. And again, and takes out Billy Gunn as well, this time for good measure. I mean, that's not a spoiler, that is pretty much guaranteed to happen. I don't remember the last WWE show that didn't have a crappy finish to one of the matches. You won't get any of that here. We have Jey Uso is the new Universal Champion. As I think Scotty 2 Hottie's just been eliminated. Yes, he has. The big backslide from Yokozuna. Oh, and Johnson just runs into Yokozuna. You know the mistake there. That's never going to end well when you run into a man of that size. Johnson and Bulls suplexing Carlito, and Billy Gunn's been thrown out. And now Bulls is thrown out as well. Well, like TNA lockdown style, every match in the cage. Yokozuna hits the Bayley to belly to Bayley. And there's a slide, but Mr. T is preoccupied by counting Carlito out. That was definitely a free count. Yeah, there's only 3 cell matches. There's only 5 matches. There's more matches of cell matches than matches that aren't cell matches. Yeah, although I think it did kind of, did they do it when it was Uso's New Day? Was the same night as Hardy Orton? And was that also the same night as... Yeah, Reigns against Strowman, I think. They may have been 3 separate events, actually. I can't remember. I did watch on the WWE Network the best of Hell in a Cell, and some of the matches were just Yokozuna has just eliminated Billy Gunn. Some of the matches did not belong in that show. Like, one of the matches was like Orton versus Cena from 2009, and I was like, this isn't a good match. I don't know why this is in the collection of like best Hell in a Cell matches ever. Uso's New Day was fantastic. Yeah, I definitely put that in my top 5 for sure. Oh, they were 26. Right, okay, got you. Also, Reigns Strowman match, the first time where got a screwy finish in a Hell in a Cell. Brock Lesnar making his return. Will we see that tonight, I wonder? Oh, and everyone, clash of heads there. Are we down to just 3 people, I think? I think someone got eliminated. Who's gone? Balls Mahoney? Carlito looking to take out the big... Oh, and Yokozuna kicks out. Yokozuna gassed now. He's been doing some cardio and now he's completely out of breath. Carlito goes up top. Gives an elbow drop to people who are not cool. Got Ahmed Johnson. You have to think the best combination of strength and size in this match, I'd say. Probably the favourite to win. Oh, a huge crossbody there. Too close to the ropes though. Referee calls a rope break. Oh, and he just runs straight. He didn't learn from earlier when he tried that. New Day Usos, end of an era, take a mankind. Yeah, those are... You know, it'd be hard to argue about those being the best 5, to be fair. Like, they probably are the top 5. What if every match on the themed card? Yeah, that would be something. They did used to do when they did Extreme Rules. It did start every match was Extreme Rules, and then over time they slowly phased that out. Now it's just like the all Rumble matches. That would be something. You have like the Tag Team Royal Rumble, the Intercontinental Rumble, the NXT Rumble. Oh, and Johnson's been eliminated. I think he tapped out there. So we're down to the last 2, Yokozuna and Carlito. And a big headbutt there. Carlito trying to lift it. Oh, and of course you can't lift him. He's too big. Big suplex there. Suplex, clothesline. And a bear hug. Squeezing the air out, and I think Carlito has tapped. That is it. Yokozuna has won Jeff Hardy's Attitude Era Battle Royal Invitational. I mean, who complained about the Elias match not being there? For my money, that match was better. And we're off the main event here. Bayley holding on to that title for well over a year. Sasha Banks would be looking to regain the gold again. Of course, Sasha Banks defeating Charlotte Flair in a Hell in a Cell match previously to win the title. The Raw title, that was. We've seen this new attitude from Sasha since she's got this blue hair. The takedown there. There's some bad blood between these two. Of course, these two having one of the best, I was going to say like definitely the best women's match and probably one of the best matches I've ever seen back at TakeOver Brooklyn, NXT. As Baszler is channeling his inner Russo there with some of that booking, I think. Yeah, I saw that as well. Also, Bayley's got the record for like combined like combined titles. So with the 2 women's titles, the tag titles, like that record as well. A Hell in a Cell Steel Cage Ladder Royal Rumble table match. I mean, what? So you've got to escape the cage, but your feet can't touch the floor, and you're also eliminated if you get thrown through a table. Oh, and both are down. Just how much this means to these two. They're all going at it. And we've seen so far the Hell in a Cell matches have been relatively quick. Will we see a longer match here, or will this also be shorter affair? Of course, these two know each other inside out. They've been teaming together. They travelled the world together. They know each other inside out. There is every counter, every move. They know exactly what's coming. The tables between the cage and the cell. You have to climb the cage to grab a title. Be eliminated by throwing off the cage through a table. Okay, I like that. And also, Judy Bagwell is on a pole. Just for good measure. The takedown there. Bayley now asserting her dominance as the SmackDown Women's Champion. All over the boss, not giving her any space to recover. Oh, and she's rolled through, but no, kicks out. A prison match, a steel cage, and a Hell in a Cell match, and you've got to escape both. Or like the, you guys remember the Punjabi prison match they did? That was something. Of course, we've got to say Bayley getting the upper hand here so far. Not giving the boss much room to breathe. And Sasha's going for it, and Bayley's down. Bayley's down. Sasha's going to make it. And there it is. We have a new SmackDown Women's Champion. Bayley's historic world record long reign has come to an end at the hands of the boss, Sasha Banks, your new SmackDown Women's Champion. And so that was Hell in a Cell. Oh, but what's this? What's this? Something is happening. I'm getting word that something is going on backstage. I'm just getting some messages sent through. What's that? The Miz? The Miz wants to cash in his Money in the Bank contract that he won from Otis earlier. And he wants to cash it in on Jey Uso, who of course had to go through Roman Reigns earlier tonight. Poor Jey Uso, he's only just won the title, and now, as soon as he's won it, he could be losing it. Sasha, yeah, I don't like to do that. Wow, they say anything can happen in... And of course, because the Hell in a Cell was already down, this match may as well also be a Hell in a Cell. Wow, Jey Uso only just won the Universal title, has to make his first defense right now. You know, I was hoping that Otis would cash in the title on, like, when they had the Mandy storyline going on, I thought it was going to end up with Otis and Tucker breaking up because of Mandy. Like, maybe Tucker was jealous of Mandy or something. So then Otis saves it by cashing in the Money in the Bank on the tag team titles with Tucker, and then they win the titles, and that's how they reunite. But yeah, obviously the story that actually happened has been significantly different than that. Miz puts the accolade onto Jey Uso. And we weren't expecting this match to happen, but I mean, here we are. Uso just slapping some respect into the Miz there. Of course, Miz had the choice of going after Jey Uso and going after the new WWE champion, Randy Orton. And you got to think Jey Uso is going to be feeling pretty disrespected, but the Miz probably thought he was the easier of the two. Uso, of course, going to try and prove that that is not the case. Really taking it to Miz here. What does simp mean? So simp is basically, you know, like if you have a good-looking girl who like posts a photo, like a selfie on Instagram, a simp is like someone who would comment with like the emoji with the love heart in the eyes, like would post that underneath in the comments, like that kind of thing, basically. I think, I don't know, that's my understanding of it. I don't really know, I'm not really down with the kids. I guess you could say Otis is a bit of a simp for Mandy Rose. Oh yeah, just basically go into like any of those streams and you'll see. Well, yeah, I mean, it's worked out for him, I guess. You know, you take a chance, yeah, I mean, you've got to shoot if you want to score, so yeah, good on Otis, I'd say. Miz is in the figure four. Yeah, I guess so. And we're back on the figure four there. Of course, Miz using that move to great effect earlier tonight. Well, yeah, exactly. Like that's a prime example. I mean, like, if people want to do that... Oh, and here's Jey Uso climbing the cage. Jey Uso has escaped Hell in the Cell and Miz has failed his Money in the Bank cash-in on the new Universal Champion, Jey Uso. And so, although Otis lost the briefcase, we do end with a happy ending. Yeah, so what a show. Hopefully, Hell in a Cell, like the actual one tonight, can live up to this, but that was pretty tasty. And yeah, so I'm going to have to leave it there. I'm going to have to call it a day then. Thank you guys for dropping in and checking it out. Thanks, Dwight, that means a lot. Yeah, thank you again for my past couple of streams. You've been there like every single one, so that is much appreciated. Of course, Abeza, you know, you're always there and thereabouts whenever I'm on. You're not far away, so that's great. Same to Same to you, Jay. Like you've been here the past couple of days, so massively appreciated. Oh yeah, let me know if you're playing Among Us as well, because I'll definitely get involved in that, Aveza. But yeah, I've got to go and change my trousers after I spilt beer down them during the Roman Reigns match. That is definitely the story I'm going with. Here otherwise. I'm just looking for someone to raid. Ah, I know. Let me get... There's actually another guy playing FirePro now. Should I get him? We can do FirePro, or we can do... There's someone playing TEW. We'll do FirePro, seeing as this was FirePro stream. But yeah, thank you guys. I'll catch you all again soon. I think. I don't know if... Yeah, I'm still on, aren't I?